Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio cast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide, Anindya Bannerjee. Asian equity markets are trading mixed, but good news is that there are no such big cuts as we saw yesterday. कल दोपहर के आसपास there was a nice or a sharp bounce back in the euro dollar. The reason being that जो last week का Jackson Hole Central Bank का gathering था, वहाँ पे जो ECB board members थे या policy members थे, they struck a very hawkish tone. Now the market was prepared for hawkishness from the Fed, and he did sound very hawkish, but the market was surprised by the kind of hawkish statements that came out from the ECB, and because of which the next ECB meeting in September mid, they expect now that ECB may do a 75 basis point hike. And that is what is supporting the euro against the dollar, euro against the INR and every other currency. But yes, Eurozone lacks the economic growth theme, क्योंकि जब कोई करेंसी के पीछे दो पर्टिकुलर इंजन लग जाता है, एक है स्ट्रॉन्ग ग्रोथ और दूसरा है सेंट्रल बैंक हॉकिशनेस, then the traders bet big on that currency and the currency appreciates significantly. With the euro is basically one engine, that is the central bank is sounding hawkish because they want to curb inflation. But at the same time, the growth backdrop is pretty dire because of the energy crisis in Europe and the supply chain issues the companies are facing. Things have improved over the last couple of months on the supply chain part, and last few days the energy prices have come down, but even at the current levels they remain very elevated compared to the historical standards. So energy crisis in Europe is taking a big toll on the economy, and that's the reason why euro dollar is unable to stage a big rally in spite of the hawkishness from the ECB. So what it is doing, it's basically not able to fall, and it's not even able to rise in a big way. So it's stuck in a range. And because of this range-bound movement, other currencies like USDINR, USDINR, they're also not seeing a runaway up move. USDINR पे अगर हम लोग बात करें, उस पे फोकस करें, तो कल we saw a fresh all-time high around 13 के आसपास on the spot, but then it pulled back. The reason being, last time when dollar rupee was making continuous all-time highs between let's say March and July, that was the time when the FPI flows were strongly negative. They were continuously selling Indian equities largely and then Indian bonds, and जिसके कारण there was continuous upward pressure on the USDINR. So RBI had to contain it by selling dollars in a big way. We all know about that. But last एक महीना से, मतलब in the month of August, the FPIs have bought close to $7 billion of Indian equities and largely Indian equities and a bit of Indian bonds too. ये जो FPI का flows का जो reversal हुआ है from outflow to inflow, that is a big positive factor for the Indian rupee. And जब तक ये वापस आउटफ्लो में कन्वर्ट नहीं होता है, it will be difficult for USDINR to maintain the speed of the up move. So we will see the up move because every other currency is depreciating against the dollar. But the speed of the up move will be slow जब तक ये FPI flows are not turning significantly negative. So this is going to be the critical factor to watch. Are the FPIs continuing to invest in the Indian equities? Or at least they are not taking money out, then Indian rupee will depreciate, but very slowly. So it will remain a slight, either an average performer or slight outperformer. And RBI intervention will be there along the way. So which means that we may see a low volatility continue for some time in spite of the depreciation in the Indian currency. So this is something to keep in mind on. Agar we are seeing a very slow up move, then there are a couple of trades which can be done, right? You can sell strangles even because the up move will be slower. Not straddles because there is a drift. So you can look at strangles, basically betting on a range. You can even look at selling OTM puts because the drift is upward. And if you are trading futures, then buy on dips can be done. But stop loss has to be below 79.90 on a daily closing basis on the September futures. Cross currencies में Euro INR will be largely range bound for now, because, as I said, the ECB hawkishness is going to be a bit supportive, but not. We'll not see any runaway strength in the euro-INR, but we'll see a range-bound price action. GBP-INR, the overall theme remains bearish, क्योंकि दो जो European growth issues है, that is hurting UK a lot. So we will see. We expect that the larger downtrend to continue in GBP-INR. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Bannerjee signing off. A fantastic day ahead.